This is takeaways and things to do for week 8 for our course Planning, Innovation and Strategic Sustainability. Today we had a great class. You did wonderful with mind mapping and defining your mission statement in a graphical way. It's going to provide you with all the information to discover your differentiation and the main differentiators that are going to be making a statement on the marketplace. This competitive environment in which you're going to be fighting. Sometimes you're going to be in red oceans, hopefully you're going to be in blue oceans, but at the very end it is very important that you understand that your mission is the source of your competitive advantage. Whenever you have defined your differentiators, you're gonna understand how you're gonna be making the difference and with your customers. Well, first of all, let's make a brief summary. Today we have covered several things. First of all, we discovered how are we gonna be working in class. We're gonna be using two main techniques. The first one is mind mapping. Remember that with mind mapping, you have to work with images, with colors, with drawings. It is easier for your mind and your brain to identify just as fast as you can the different ideas that you're gonna be conveying through your mind maps. Remember that the mind maps are an instrument so that you can find answers to problems, so that you can develop arguments and that you can organize and structure your ideas. The second tool that we're going to be using is storyboarding. And basically storyboarding is going to be used in cases. Next week we're going to be talking about Airbnb. So be ready to work on some storyboarding. Besides that, we have covered three main things. The differentiation versus distinction concept. It's not the same thing to have uniqueness than to have distinction. The second subject is the purple cow concept, and the third concept that we have discovered is mind mapping. Job mapping. This framework that has been developed by Professor Betancourt in the article that we have read from HBR. Let's go with the first concept. Most companies fight for uniqueness. However, instead of that, you should look forward to be distinct. And a distinction is a set of differentiators that are going to be making the statement. We have a look at the Samsung commercial from the Oscars, and we could notice how this company is building up on different things that are making a statement in the marketplace, basically versus the Apple iPhone. For example, we saw that they're pursuing a strong message on water resistance, on the low light photos, on long life battery, on virtual reality. Basically, the commercial covers at least 6 or 7 differentiators that are making a distinction, and that's exactly what you have to do with your company. It's not enough to have one novel thing or have one unique thing if it is not going to be making a statement and an impact on the bottom line. At the very end, you have a company and you have to make it profitable. The second concept is the purple cow. Once you have this set of differentiators all in place, you can become a remarkable product. And what is a remarkable product? That's exactly what Seth Godin conveyed us in his interview, in which he explained the concept of the purple cow. As you already know, cows aren't purple. Cows are basically black and white. And all the cows are the same. They're pretty boring. However, whenever you find a purple cow, that's when your attention is gonna be moved towards that purple cow, and that's the right metaphor to tell you that your product has to be so remarkable that everyone should look at it and start talking about it. Start spreading some word of mouth. And when you achieve that, you have a purple cow. But how do you develop a purple cow? We have the concept, and it's very well explained in the book of Seth Godin. However, we need an instrument, we need a tool, we need a method to develop purple cows. And in this sense, Professor Betancourt developed the framework of job mapping. The basic theory behind the job mapping concept is that a product or a service is designed to perform a job. It has to do the job of satisfying the need of the customer. And when satisfying the need of the customer, you have to go through a set of different stages in which the job is covered. One thing that Professor Bettencourt established in the article was that all jobs are processes, and this process is universal. It is comprised by a set of stages that are the same all the time. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stages that starts with the definition of the inputs of the job, then the location of the inputs, the preparation, the confirm, the execution, the monitoring, the modifying, and the conclusion. We covered different examples on each of the stages, and if you want to have more detail, you can go to the live class that is being recorded on our Blackboard, and then you can have the exact detail on how we explain each of the stages. However, the most important thing on each of the stages is that in every step you can find opportunities for innovation, and whenever you have opportunities of innovation, you have opportunities for differentiation. That means that if you find one differentiator per stage, you might end up with 9 differentiators for your company and your product. And that's basically what Samsung has been performing with his Galaxy phone, which has been presented during the Oscars last Sunday. And I think that's a remarkable TV commercial, but eventually a remarkable product from which we need to learn a lot of things. So remember that we have the midterm on Thursday, and that we have some prep activities to do before next class. See you next Tuesday, and have a wonderful week.